ثم جعل نسله من سلالة من ماء مهين
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all doing? My dear children, I hope your memorization journey is going smooth. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. Small verses these days. So make this opportunity or a time to memorize or revise your previously memorized verses. Especially the verse number 4 was a little bit longer. So if you are a little bit shaky there, this is your opportunity to learn this verse quickly and revise the previous one. Okay, all good? Inshallah. Bismillah. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, thumma ja'ala naslahu min sulalatin min ma'in mahin. Okay, right. Thumma. Some Arabic grammar tips before we move on. What is thumma? Thumma means something after which we can say in English. But there are two words or two ways of saying that in Arabic, Quranic Arabic. One is fa. The other one is thumma. What's the difference? Fa is an immediately after. Say for example, Inna atainaka al-kawthar. We all know that surah. Inna atainaka al-kawthar. Allah says, indeed, I gave you in abundance, addressing to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I gave you kawthar. Faswalli rabbika wanar. So, fa. Kawthar, as soon as he said Kawthar, he said Fasallili. So you pray to Rabbika, to pray to your Lord. Fasallili Rabbika. So you pray to your Lord. So that is where fa is used, an immediate thing. Here, thumma. What happened is, in the previous verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَبَدَا خَلْقَ الْإِنسَانِ مِنْ طِينِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam alayhi salam from the clay. Okay. Then Allah said, thumma. Then after some time, what happened? Jala naslahu. This is the thumma and fa. It's an observation I made in the Quran, and I heard from a couple of my Arabic teachers and all that. It need not be 100% accurate all the time, so don't go with that. But I'm just giving a general tips for you to reflect upon it, because that is how you get attracted to the beauty of Quranic linguistic miracles of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anyway, moving on. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, thumma ja'ala naslahu. Then he made. Ja'ala means making. Okay? Back to your Quranic Arabic grammar boxes. Which box this ja'ala goes to? Does it go to arf box? I don't think so. Does it go to ism box? Ism means nouns. This is ja'ala, he made. Ja'ala means a root letter. It's like fa'ala. Ja'ala, he made. That's what it means. So it goes to the fi'l box. Okay. Thumma ja'ala naslahu. Then he made your progenies. The children after children. He made it min sulalatin min ma'in mahin. This is referring to the embryological side of human reproduction. Okay. He refers to, he made your generations after generations, your progeny, from the extract of the water which is being expelled and despised. In the sense, he is referring to what happens during the human reproduction. So this water is referring to the fluid, reproductive fluid, seminal fluids, and fluid secreted during the time of intimacy between the man and woman, and the sulalatin min ma'in mahin, from the extract, basically referring to the sperm and ovum coming together, then the embryo, zygote, embryo, and all that you might have learnt in your biology classes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just giving us a clarity on how the human reproduction takes place, and how the original man Adam alayhi salam was created, and how his offsprings were created, is going to be created till the day of judgment. There is no shame. We don't need to be ashamed about discussing these things. It's in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's clear. If you refer to my YouTube channel, there is a section called Quran with Kids, in which I was teaching my son, 9-year-old Shayan. Then the topic of menstruation and marriage came. So then I took my 15-year-old daughter Safa. We sat together face to face, and we talked about what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about: menstruation, marriage, divorce, and all that. There is no problem. We need to have a discussion, open discussion, in a respectful way. she's my daughter at the end of the day. I need to teach her. Me or my wife need to teach her. We need to know about these things. There is no need to shy away from this kind of stuff. So learn it in a proper way. Ask your seniors whom you're comfortable with, understand these things, and know the limits. Know the limits. In Islam, intimacy between a man and woman is allowed, it's permitted, but there is a condition. Condition is we need to marry that person, and we cannot have a relationship otherwise. Marriage in the name of Allah, we are taking their hand through, their father-in-law or brother-in-law has to give their daughter or sister in nikah to us, and then we will have a relationship and intimacy, and that is through which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has established a way of maintaining these generations, So that is sunnatullah, Allah's way of maintaining us and our progenies and all that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to understand these deeper concepts, observe His rules and regulations, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from getting slipped away from His Sirat al-Mustaqim. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to control our desires. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to live a life which is pleasing to Him, following His commands and staying away from His prohibitions. Ameen, 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 ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa akhir da'wana, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum, my dearest children. I hope you are following through my teachings. May I make dua for all of us, each other. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gather us in His beautiful, beautiful paradise. When you grow up, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you beautiful, pious, righteous spouses who will, you both need to motivate each other in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, teaching each other, inspiring each other, teaching children, teaching the people around you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raise a beautiful ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam through you and your spouses when you get married. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa akhir da'wana, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum.